National consultations on marijuana use were conducted on Montserrat on Tuesday, November 14. The consultations were conducted by the Regional Commission on Marijuana as part of regional consultations to solicit information on the social, economic, health, and legal issues related to marijuana use in the Caribbean. During their time on Montserrat, the team conducted focus group discussions with youth, faith-based organizations, and special interest groups, ending with a town hall meeting at the Montserrat Cultural Center. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Premier, Angela Eswick, welcomed the commissioners to the island and underscored the importance of conducting sufficient research to inform the development of policies which reflect the local realities.
This research is deemed as a necessary and important element of collecting evidence to support any decision on the matter. We know that other more developed countries have been adjusting their policies. However, as a region, it is imperative that we use our own experiences and our own realities to shape our own policies here in Montserrat. Therefore, this research is timely and essential, because we cannot simply make adjustments to our policies based on what others have said. Surely, we can all appreciate that if a decision was to be made without solid evidence, it would be ill-informed and may cause more harm than good to our societies. We are pleased, very pleased, as a matter of fact, that Montserrat will have a voice in this study and that our thoughts and opinions will be included and factored into the report and the recommendations to be made by the Commission to CARICOM leaders.
The public discussion which followed were largely in favor of the decriminalization of marijuana with appropriate regulations.
Now, I know that we have some folks here from CARICOM, and I welcome them. And I want to stray along the lines more closely to my profession, which is as an economist. And I want to say that if we continue to approach the decriminalization of marijuana in an inconsistent manner across the OECS Union and across CARICOM, small island states like Montserrat that are highly integrated, our nationals and our citizens would be placed at a disadvantage.
My first point is that the criminalization of marijuana or cannabis is a victimless crime. There is no victim involved in the possession of marijuana or cannabis. Why do I say that? Because if you compare it to alcohol, it is absolutely crazy. Have I ever seen anybody do something crazy because they were taking cannabis? Yes, I have. Have I seen them beat up a wife? No, I haven't. Have I seen them crash a car? No, I haven't. Have I seen them murder somebody? No, I haven't. Could I say no, I haven't to alcohol? No, I couldn't. Because alcohol is a far greater evil in this world for police officers than cannabis has ever been.
If it is already legal to produce some of these things in other parts of the world, and particularly in the UK, and Montserrat is a British territory, then there is an opportunity to grow the crops, to have a small factory plant, whatever is needed, to produce the cannabis oil, to make the pills which are already available freely without even a prescription. I think in the UK they cost £50 for 20 odd pills. And here is a business opportunity for Montserrat, which could be up and running at a moment's notice and be perfectly legal and perfectly acceptable. And whatever the outcome of this consultation, that is something that could be bringing huge benefits to Montserrat straight away.
Following the town hall meeting, the commissioners, Ambassador Franklin Lennox Francis, also known as Ras Frankai Tafari, and Dr. Kishore Shallow said they were impressed with the level of input received locally.
really impressed, to be honest. Exceeded expectations in terms of the honest and frank discussions that we have had throughout the entire day. Earlier in the day, we met with 3 different groups, faith-based, youth, and other groups of special interest. And then this evening to this town hall meeting again, we got some really interesting, as I mentioned earlier, edifying, stuff that we receive. And we're definitely going to take it all on board. In terms of our mandate is to really collate all this information from these consultations and also other data that exists, other scientific evidence out there as well, for and against marijuana. So it has been a productive trip to Montserrat, and hopefully, in the near future, when we put together our first draft and so forth, we can have this document once and for all finalized and put forward to the heads of government in CARICOM.
I also am very, very pleased at the turnout here and the frankness and openness of the views that were expressed, and as he says, to edifying in terms of the information that was brought out, not only about the situation here in Montserrat itself, but as it pertains around the world, in the UK, in Colorado and other places, so that we see that people have been looking into the whole question deeply, and they haven't really been waiting on CARICOM to suggest to them that they should do so. So I think that the Caribbean people are very much alive to what we're doing and are very much looking forward to see what our report is going to suggest.
The first draft of the report is expected to be completed before the end of this year.
Our first draft would be, I think we have a deadline of the 15th of December. That would be our first draft, internal draft we will review. And then following that, I suspect sometime next year, probably by the end of the first quarter next year, then we will be closer towards a final document to present to the heads of government.
The report will be submitted to the CARICOM heads of government for their consideration and decision.